Hey everyone, Jeremy with Kizer Knives. Today we're looking at a new premium release, the Huldra. Now this is a knife that is named after a beautiful yet deadly mythological creature in Scandinavian folklore. And looking at the knife, the design of how aggressive yet functional and the beautiful lines of it, I think that's a great name for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the specs of the knife. We're going to take it apart, show you the inside, and then we'll talk about a few of the key features that make the Huldra stand out. So let's get started. All right, so let's take a quick look at the specs of the Huldra. We're going to start with the blade and kind of work our way back. So here you can see you have a beautifully black washed blade. This is going to be S35BN. Your blade length is going to be about 3.19 inches. I like that they have this nice long fuller. You have the opening hole. And another nice touch on this is once you close the blade, you'll see you have a front flipper and an inline back flipper. So you're going to have multiple deployment methods on this knife. Moving on down to the handle, you have a black washed titanium handle, which matches the blade nicely. Your handle length on this is going to be 4.59 inches for an overall length of about 7.78. One of the nice features I like about the handle here is you can see that the body screws are not present on the front, they are on the back, so it gives it that nice, clean, angular, kind of aggressive, futuristic design without breaking that up with some body screws. So I like that they did that. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Here on the back side, you can see everything is still blacked out with that nice matching black wash. You can see that it is a titanium frame lock. Here are your two body screws. And just a quick look, there is that very deep carry pocket clip that I'm a big fan of. We're going to show that going in and out of the pocket a little bit later. The weight on this is going to come in at 4.59 ounces, and your price is going to be $149 on the website. So let's open it up real quick, take a look inside, and then go back to talking more about the knife. So there is your teardown of the Huldra. Very simple disassembly. You take the two T8 body screws out, and then you have the pivot screw. After you take those out, it comes apart very nicely. You can see it is riding on bearings. It has an internal stop pin, weight relieving on the scales, over travel stop. There's your back spacer. It nests in very nicely right there. And then you can see how this internal pocket clip is attached. We'll get a little closer for you. And there it is. So that's the disassembly of the Huldra. So let's jump back over to the other camera and talk a little bit more about this knife. So let's talk about some of the key features that stand out about the Huldra. One of the things I already mentioned in the spec check was multiple deployment methods. So one of the things that I really like about this knife is you're going to get that front flipper, you're going to get the inline flipper, you have an opening hole, you have the drawn out fuller, which is going to give you another reverse flick option. So the knife is going to deploy very easily, give you lots of deployment options, and super fun to fidget with if that's something that you want to do. So your blade is always going to be available to you and ready to deploy as you need it. Another thing is with this, it's going to have that same action that you come to expect from us. It's going to be a smooth deployer, and when you drop the knife close, it's going to drop nice and smooth. So it's going to have that premium action that you've come to expect from Kizer. The next thing I want to look at is the blade. It has this aggressive Tonto blade, which is going to be amazing at piercing tasks. It's got this nice long edge, so nice long draw cuts it's going to handle well. And overall, this is just a very utilitarian blade design, so it's going to be able to take care of most of your everyday tasks very well. The next thing I'd like to look at is just the design of the knife. You have these very straight lines that run through the front of it, they run through the back of the knife, and then they run into the blade. And they, as we mentioned in the spec check, the hardware is on the back side. So it really keeps the design of the knife complete and clean on the front side. The last thing I want to talk about is this pocket clip. As we mentioned in the spec check, it is a very deep carry pocket clip, a true deep carry actually. And what's nice is you have this full-size premium pocket knife in the pocket, and it rides very discreetly, goes in and out very nicely, so you're not yelling to the world, hey, I have this expensive big old pocket knife in my pocket. It's something that only you need to know about until it's ready to pull it out. All right, those are some of the key features of the Huldra. Please let us know what you think down below. I think $149 for the package here is a great deal. We love to hear your questions, comments, or feedback. Please share them. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, everybody.